You might have heard that live shopping is exploding. And I have to tell you, I have been on Whatnot for a couple of weeks now, and I see why it is. Now, Whatnot is my sponsor, and they are the reason I got on the platform and checked it out. I'm glad they did. They made it easy for me. I'm going to make it easy for you. I love it. Whatnot is where you get great products without paying full price. It's that simple. I'm hooked on their live shows, too. You got to see them. They're so much fun. And I see why Whatnot has climbed to the top of the App Store. And listen, if you're selling online, or maybe you have a storefront and you're hoping people will find your listing or maybe walk in your store, Whatnot flips that, because on Whatnot, you go live and you sell directly to people in real time. And I may admit, although you didn't hear from me, I may have picked up a couple of power tools or so in the past couple of days. I'm just saying. Whatnot, it's the largest dedicated live shopping platform with beauty, collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies, and anyone can sell. In fact, people who sell on Whatnot sell 10 times as much as any other major marketplace. That's because you're not just listing products, you're building real connections with buyers. So whether you're shopping or you're selling, download the Whatnot app today and get free shipping on your first order. Just search WHATNOT, Whatnot, in the App Store and start scoring amazing deals. So I was whining to my wife the other day, said, I need new glasses. And she said, well, get some. I couldn't tighten them anymore. They were scratched. You know the thing, right? But I didn't want to go through the process because you have to make the appointment. You have to spend weeks to get them done. And you got to pay a fortune, right? That's real. But I did. I spent $500 on frames and glasses, and that was cheap. And then I ordered a pair from my sponsor, Zenni Optical, for $70. Zenni is an online eyewear shop, prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, starting at under $30. You go to Zenni.com, you pick a frame, upload your prescription, and they ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And by the way, if you are saying, do I really need new glasses, or do I have to put up with one pair to do everything I need to do for the next 2 years? No! You can get what you want starting at under $30. And if you've never bought glasses online, don't worry about it. I haven't either. Zenni has a virtual try-on so you can see exactly how the frame looks before you commit to buying them, with no salesman looking at you saying, those look good, but these expensive ones would look better. No, you don't get that. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my Zenni glasses and tell you more about them. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now's the time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out, so don't sit on it. That's Zenni.com/podcast. Promo code podcast15.
Never give up, fighting till the end, gotta get back up. No time for loss, fighting till the end no matter what the cost. Keep moving, gotta get back up, what? Keep moving, gotta get back up. Keep moving, gotta get back up, what? Keep moving, gotta get back up.
How you doing? Happy Monday. Come on in. So good to have you here today. Man, we're going to talk about a number one topic, and this came out of the blue. This is something I've talked about for a very long time now. And basically, it's how not to put your foot in your mouth. And lately, it has become a huge topic around the people that I work with, and I'll talk about that today and give you a super secret weapon you can use today, if you're up to it. Now, of course, today is a day that we don't know. I had hip surgery like over a week ago, and I pre-recorded the show, so if I'm okay, I'm coming back live tomorrow, okay? I do a fresh show tomorrow. If I'm not, let's not talk about that. It is what it is, right? The last person to know if something doesn't go right is going to be me. That's all. That's okay. Good to have you here today. Welcome. It's the Daily Boost Podcast from motivationtomove.com, the positive boost you need every single day since 2006. Starting this thing, episode 4,831. I am morphing. I am growing up a little bit in my old age, and I am deciding that I'm just going to have some fun. I'm going to just ride this wave out till I'm 99 years old, and why not? So if you listened to me for a long time, you can see that I'm kind of loosening the reins a little bit here and having a little bit of fun and getting off script a little bit. And maybe it's because I've been on narcotics. No, it's not true. Actually, my plan is not to do that, by the way. When you have hip surgery, they give you stuff, and my whole thing is I don't like to take stuff. I like to take care of it, and we'll see what happens. I'll let you know when I get back if that happens. Anyway, good to have you. My name is Scott Smith. Thanks for stopping by as we do this Daily Boost thing. Before I get going today, remind you to do your homework. Single most important thing I ever ask anybody to do when I do my coaching programs, there's always a segment called homework. Most people give homework and most people ask for homework. Anybody who wants to succeed will ask for some homework to do in their time away from you. I do it because it's kind of a brand thing for me. Plus, it's good for you. And I was never good at homework. Heck, I was lucky to get out of high school. I'll never forget the day that I was sitting in the stadium there at Stonewall Jackson High School in Manassas, Virginia. Graduating class, and I got to walk. I got to throw my cap in the air. But I was a guy that liked to have fun in high school. I did what I had to do to to get by, but had to have fun too. And there are a lot of girls to meet as well. So I didn't quite know if I was going to get that diploma, because in the last month or so, my English teacher is saying, Scott, I'm in charge of giving these things out, and you're not doing so well in the English class. And she was right, because now all these years later, you can see I'm not doing so well in the English class. Should have seen me in the Spanish class. I would have failed life for sure there. Got done, partied my way all the way to the inside of the high school, and there standing at the table was my English teacher, standing there with a box of these degrees, high school diplomas, I guess they call them, which in the box she pretended not to be able to find it. I'm thinking summer school, gosh, where's my trip to Florida? It's not going to happen. I'm going to have to go to summer school. She handed it to me and she said, you actually did pretty well. I said, so I'm good at English? She said, I wouldn't say that, but then again, I get in the career of broadcasting and podcasting and do the best I can. Homework is the most important thing you can do in your life. When you decide what's important to you and you educate yourself about yourself, it's the most important thing you can do. When you sit down every single week and ask, how's my life going? It's only one question. And then you lay your head back and you receive the answer. Maybe you're a universal person. You receive it from the universe. Maybe you're a godly person. You hear what God tells you to do. I don't know what it is. You take it the way you want it. But if you don't take the time to ask how's my life going, instead of thinking, why is it going this way? You just simply say, how's my life going? Take an inventory of what's good and decide how to keep it that way. Take an inventory of what's bad and how to get rid of it and change it. Take an inventory of what's kind of mushy in the middle and you shouldn't be doing anymore, and decide to give it up. When you do that, your life changes. It's taking responsibility. It's taking time for yourself. If you did nothing else today, when this podcast was over, you'd sit back in your chair, ask yourself the question, how's my life going? Receive those answers and maybe write them down. And just by doing that, your subconscious changes. The reticular activation system kicks in. You start noticing how to make a difference in your life in that day. And everything changes from this day forward. But you don't want to do that. Some silly guy on a podcast. He doesn't know what he's talking about. So, I want to keep you from getting your foot in your mouth. Is that cool? Did you put your foot in your mouth? I'm an expert. I'm really good at putting my foot in my mouth. I've gotten better lately. I've gotten so good now, I actually notice when other people put their feet in their mouth, and I'm like, oh, should I help them? Yeah, let's watch the train wreck. I want you to stop it. But imagine if you had the ability never to do that again. If you had the ability to somehow predict what people are going to say and how you're going to respond to it. Having the right thing to say is possible. The trick is to think about the possibility of how you're going to respond. Now, I bring this up right now because I've actually talked about this for at least 20 years, my pre-planned response. My PPR, as my members call it, my clients call it. And when they first hear about it, they're thinking, you can't do that. You can't predict your response. I sure you can. It's so important that when I did my daily awareness diary, and there's 9 prompts in that daily awareness diary, it's a data-driven approach to retrospectively and prospectively looking at your life and asking a couple of different questions that at the end of the day, we can use AI to help us figure things out as well if we want to. But I put 9 different prompts in there that you answer every single day. And one of those prompts is, what pre-planned responses will I need for today? So what happens is, imagine that you get out of bed in the morning, it's the very first thing. You get out of bed at 5:30 because somebody told you it's smart to get up in the morning, because people who get up in the morning early and get their stuff done do really well in life. You figured that out, and even though you don't like it, it kind of stinks hard to get out of bed that early in the morning, isn't it? Even with good coffee. But you decide to do it. And that's what you do. And you sit down at your desk and you're working on your diary like Scott said to do, and you're answering those 9 questions, and you get to that one that says pre-planned responses, and you sit back in your chair and go, okay, who am I going to run into today that I know I'm going to talk to, and what is my response based on what we are going to be saying? I don't know what it is, Scott. How am I going to predict? Make it up, dude. Do that. What I'm saying is this. Decide how you're going to respond. I just had a client the other day, Adam. He said he wanted a meeting. He asked me a question about it, and I gave him a couple things to kind of guide him a little bit, and he said it was crazy. He said they literally got to the point where they asked things that would have surprised me otherwise, but because I literally had a pre-planned response to what happens if they surprise me, what will I do if somebody says something I don't expect? He said I knew what to say.
This is going to be an extremely busy month. I have to watch 104 soccer games, Follow the pregame, the postgame, yell useless opinions at the TV. It's a lot. So I knew that when it comes to screening for colon cancer, the choice was clear. The Cologuard Plus test. It can be used at home and can only take 15 minutes, so I can do it during halftime and not miss any action. If you are 45 or older and at average risk, ask your healthcare provider about screening for colon cancer with the Cologuard test. You can also request a prescription at Cologuard.com.
Is that easy? So if you know somebody, you know you're going to have a meeting today and you know you have to have the right answer. I think most people do that anyway. What am I going to say in that meeting to my boss today? That's where everybody starts, right? But if you take it the other way around and say, but what if they say something just kind of blows my mind? What am I going to do? Come up with a response for it. So what happens when the conversation arrives? First off, you're calm and collected. They can't say anything to throw you off. You could walk into a convention of 5,000 people today, and you know people at conventions, they put on their happy face, and none of them are who they say they are. Well, okay, there's like 10% that are. Everybody else is networking, making an impression. They say stuff, and some of them are nice about it. You could have a response for everybody, even if it's simply to nod your head, if you've thought about it in advance. Or you could be like me sometimes and say, oh, them fighting words there, buckaroo. So number one, you're going to be calm and collected. Number two, you're not going to be surprised. I will say this. You'll have supreme confidence if you've just simply had a spot where I'm just not, even if you said to yourself, no matter what they say, my response is I'm not going to be surprised. I'm going to nod my head and maybe say, we'll get back to you tomorrow. I don't know. Or that's interesting. Or my favorite, Lewis Gates tells me all the time. He said, don't say this out loud, but think it. That's so cute what they just said. It's so cute. They don't even know how cute that is. It's an internal response that allows you to stay calm and collected. Number three, you're going to have the right thing to say ready to go. How cool is that, huh? I'll tell you, my Face Your Passion group, the number one thing that I've seen is actually we asked that question and they said this is the most amazingly powerful thing that has allowed them to control their life all day, every day. Didn't see that coming. And I also asked about who am I praying for or meditating for and what am I praying for and meditating for. That was the one that threw them off the most. And after about 4 weeks of working through the process, it became one of the most important questions we talk about every single day. Very different way of getting what you want in life. Change had to happen. Listen, Tony Robbins is totally, completely right. That stuff was 35 years ago. The world's changed. Do it differently. Check out the Face Your Passion workshop, faceyourpassion.com. You'll learn a bit more about that. Don't be surprised. Use a pre-planned response. Tomorrow, we'll see. Did Scott survive surgery, or is he really mocking himself and he shouldn't have said a word? We'll see. The Daily Boost tomorrow.
Keep moving. Gotta get back up. What?